Hello everybody, it's Red Panda Gamer here for, it's not really a quick look, it's not really a let's play, I don't know what to call it. I mean, I think it's just going to be similar to what I did with Magicite, and I'm just going to, like, play some of the game and continue playing more of it until I don't want to. But a big reason I want to do a video on this is because, well, A, Roguelike Smile is doing a series on this, and if you want to see a lot of really high-quality gameplay of Cavern Kings, I definitely recommend going to check out his channel, youtube.com/RoguelikeSmile. But this is a game currently on Kickstarter. It's by one dude, Vine Games, you could call him, and it's way past its goal of $2,500. The guy just needed a little bit of money to, you know, pay the musician that did the music and get ready for release, because he's been doing everything pretty much on his own. And the game is, I think, 80% complete, is what he says on the Kickstarter. And this is like a free beta that he put out there for people. And I do think that that's a big reason for the Kickstarter's success so far, and also the fact that this game is really, really good. So it's kind of got these, like, different vibes. Like, you can compare this game to a lot of different games. My initial, like, reaction to it was that it reminded me a lot of Super Crate Box, which is like a mobile kind of arcade style game made by Vlambeer, and it's really, really good. And it's kind of got this similar art style. But then it's also kind of like Risk of Rain, and sure enough, those are the two games that the creator mentions in the Kickstarter. And those are two games I really, really like a lot. So obviously a game based on both of them is something that I am definitely into. Plus, it's like an endless digger, which I really like too, because that just adds, you know, hours and hours of gameplay. Plus, you know, you got like those rotating saw blades that kind of reminds me of Meat Boy. And actually, when I first saw this game, I thought, oh, it looks like a really difficult platformer. And this game is like kind of difficult, but it's not like, you know, Spelunky or Superboy levels of difficulty. It's kind of just like bullet hell. And a big part of this game is based on the upgrades you get as you go through. And yeah, so the game is like Risk of Rain, Super Crate Box, and I'm trying to think of an endless digger game that I would compare this to. But, you know, endless digging games aren't, or like climbing games and stuff like that, aren't really as popular as they were, you know, during the Flash days of Newgrounds or whatever. Oh wait, what is that? Oh, that's health, but I haven't lost any, so I don't need it. So yeah, you can't just like spend all this time, you know, grinding on enemies. Eventually you do have to move down, otherwise you'll be attacked by that. But yeah, it's just like, it's kind of hard for me to talk about this game because I feel like it's just so obvious with what it is. But yeah, I think this Kickstarter is like a really, really good way, or a really good example of how to run a successful Kickstarter. Like, you know, you make a small promise, you show how far you are already. I mean, obviously, you know, all Kickstarters or fundraising or even like Greenlight or anything like that, you know, they often show games with plenty of different, you know, all these like different forms of getting your game seen by people. You know, it's shown off in a lot of different ways. You know, sometimes it's a beta like this, or sometimes it's, you know, a very small proof of concepts, and, you know, neither one is wrong. It's just stuff like this is usually a little more enjoyable as far as being a consumer goes. So there's different traps that show up. There's also a bunch of items, and I didn't actually see what item we picked up now. Ooh, we have a laser sight now. That's useful. We might want to save the TNT for when we're like getting surrounded by enemies too. So yeah, there's a bit of oh no, yeah, the explosives can definitely hurt you. Oh no, oof, that was close. But I like the presentation of this game a lot. You know, your character isn't too small. Like, you could definitely tell where you are. There are different characters you can unlock. And then there's, you know, this is probably just going to be a quick look, because I don't know if I can necessarily do a bunch of videos of this, but this is definitely the type of game I think I'll stream. I mean, unless you guys want to see a Let's Play, I don't know. And I'll do more videos on it, like, as the new updates come out. This is the version, so the guy changed the way the beta works in his game. So essentially, at first it was just this. Like, this is what you can play, and this was like the most, you know, polished version of the game yet. And then he made a version available to people who backed at $10, so essentially purchasing the game through Kickstarter. And you get a newer version of it that has like new enemies and new balancing and all that stuff. So it's almost like, it's weird to call this game a Kickstarter. Oh, I can fly now? Dude, that's awesome. And I'm assuming that stacks, so I can jump even more now. Oh no. But I like the idea that, you know, your digging weapon, which is different every time you play it, or actually just like your shooting weapon and your digging weapon are different every time you play. Well, not every time. Eventually, you'll get repeating weapons, but you know, there's a lot of different weapons and a lot of different digging items that can, you know, vastly change the way you play. And I always love games that do stuff like that. And that's, I think, where this game's uniqueness really comes in. You know, is like the variety of stuff you can get and the variety of enemies that all play in a different way. Oh, there's so much money up there. I want it. Wait, what does that do? All right, I should probably not get squished over this. Oh my god. Oh, that was close. Alright. And I don't know if that just squishes you. I've never actually gotten squished by it. I usually just die before that happens. What the hell? Oh, spikes. The spikes are probably one of the game mechanics that bothers me the most in this game, because it just seems so unfair. But whatever. I'm just not paying attention. It's my own fault. But yeah, having these... Because normally you only have a double jump, but having more than a double jump is awesome. So I can periodically throw knives. I keep walking on the spikes. Ooh. Ah. But there's also different characters that you can unlock in the game, and I'm not really sure how you do that. It just kind of happens, I guess. Or at least that's what I assume, because I haven't gotten that far. What is this? Hold on. What is that? Add weight? Oh god, I died. I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to read I wish the item description like was a little bit lower, so I could see it a bit better. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just a little preference thing. So we got some power-ups, and I love that they stack. Like, stacking power-ups is great. And I'm not going to be able to show my point of the fact that these are random, because, of course, they gave me the same thing. But that's okay with me, because the drill is probably one of the best digging tools in the game. I do also like the shovel, because it just works as a more simple melee weapon, and it does more damage. I should probably grab my gun. This is like a saw... It's a saw driver is what they call it, and it just shoots saws. And it's alright. It has its value as a weapon, but I don't really like it. You know, you kind of set traps for enemies and stuff like that, you know. And actually, you know, now I'm thinking, like, there's a lot of ways you could use it really well against, like, walking enemies. You could, like, dig a little hole, and then they can all walk into it. But yeah, as you level up, you do more damage, you gain more experience, all that good stuff. And I'm not really sure what else leveling up really does to your character besides, you know, letting you do more damage. But that's, you know, only valuable. It might make your digging weapon more useful. I don't know. And that might be... Ah, damn it. I missed all that money over there. But we gotta get out of here. So yeah, this is definitely one of those games, too, where you get really used to having good equipment. And, like, you know, that's something I always have an issue with in Spelunky. And it's not like a problem with the game, it's a problem with my psyche. Is, you know, you do this really great run where you get like a jetpack and jumping shoes and climbing gloves, so, you know, you're really versatile in exploring the environment. But then when you die, you start all over from, you know, base Spelunky, you know, normal jump, no jetpack, you know, there's nothing saving you. And you get so used to that comfort, you forget you don't have it, and then it ends up being your demise. So in this game, you know, I got really used to being able to jump like 5 times, but now I can't, and I'm trying to adjust. But yeah, so like I said, I think this is one of the best ways to run a Kickstarter, and I think that if any of you guys are interested in this game, I highly recommend you back it. And you know, sometimes I have a hard time recommending Kickstarters that are like, that really don't need help. You know, this game has been fully funded and then some. You know, it's like 3 times above what they were raising. But the thing is, there's some really great stretch goals. And I'll try to read those off to you the next time I die, which hopefully won't be too soon here, but I really hate this buzzsaw gun. It's a cool weapon, and it definitely adds variety, but like... And it's cool when you're shooting it at these dudes. The game also kind of reminds me a little bit of Terraria. I mean, not very much, mostly like aesthetically, and the fact that you're digging down, I guess, too. And those little eyeball enemies, like seriously, whenever I see them, all I can think of is like Mega Man. Like the mites in Mega Man. I think they're called mites anyway. So let's wait for this money to come down to us. Gimme, gimme, gimme! I missed out on a lot of it, but whatever. Alright. I missed. Oh no. I got it that time. Alright. So the stretch goals, right now they're at $6,500 as of this video. They have 17 days left, which is a long time. This game was funded in like a day. So the first stretch goal was 5,000, and that was local co-op expansion, and they got that. Oh, sweet, Kinetic Fist. I really like the Kinetic Fist. It's a weird weapon, but it changes the way you play. Keep it out of the bedroom. That is a funny description of a weapon if I ever heard one. But yeah, it's a cool weapon. It like slides you forward and it does some good damage, and it's like a third jump kinda, which is cool. But the next stretch goal, so they got the local co-op expansion, which gives you offline multiplayer, friendly NPCs to barter with, and new game modes. So that adds a lot of stuff, not just, you know, local co-op. Can I dig down here? What is this gonna do? Probably nothing, but I'm really curious now. And then the next one is 7,500, which they're only like $1,000 away from, and that's the Monsters expansion. Includes new boss monsters, new common baddies, new traps, and deeper, different depths to explore. So that adds a lot of variety to the game, which is, you know, something this game doesn't necessarily need. I mean, I've seen like how the late game looks, and it gets really insane, and there are a lot of different types of enemies. This is a long game. Like I'm pretty sure it's endless, but I'm not entirely sure. There are bosses, and you know, the game does keep track of how far you get, but as far as I know, I should ask Nick, and actually it probably says in the Kickstarter, but I think it's endless. I hope it's endless. I mean, if it's not endless, though, that's also okay. I know some people get annoyed by endless games because it's like, well, you'll never finish it. Like, what's the point of playing it? But, you know, that adds a lot of fun to it. But yeah, if you want to see more of this game, I highly recommend, you know, checking out Roguelike Smiles channel, and then also following me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/RedPandaGamer, because this is definitely going to be a game I stream, because it's a really good game to just kind of sit back and play for a couple hours, but it's kind of hard to just commentate over. At least for me it is anyway. Because this game, for me, takes like a lot of thought and concentration. I want to get rid of that, but oh well. And that adds weight to your bullets, which I don't really understand what that does. Looks like it makes them shoot faster and might do a little bit more damage, but it's kind of hard to tell. Because as we level up, you know, we're doing more damage. I just need to get rid of this fucking saw, because it's just... Actually, if I try to kinetic down on it, it's just gonna hurt me. Oh my gosh. I should not be taking that much damage from that. Oh no! And I really, like, I can't stay away from the TNT crates because they're so fun to explode and then just, like, kind of panic. Alright, here comes explosives. Yeah, like, the game's randomly generated, but it's not, like, insanely random, you know, lol's random. It's just, like, I'm trying to think, because, you know, you have a lot of games with random generation, but you know, you eventually get, like, a pattern, and you start, oh, man, more weight? That does seem like it does more damage, I think. It's really hard for me to tell. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. What a mess. Ooh, lots of money. Too bad I lost most of it. Oh, and there's health up there. I should definitely grab that. I love the UI, though. Like, I love that there's just this giant health bar at the bottom. I wish that the items were a little more obvious, like, with their description. Like I said, it'd probably be beneficial to put it closer to you so that you don't have to look up in the top left corner to see what you just picked up. But yeah, that might just be my problem. I don't know if anyone else would have an issue with that. Yeah, I'm really glad that this Kickstarter is successful, and I'm really glad that this game is gonna happen. And it's also on Greenlight, so if you can't back it, and like I said, backing, all you have to do is pay $10, and you get the game right now. You know what I mean? It's like, in my opinion, it's not even like a Kickstarter anymore. It's like buying an early access game on Steam. But unlike most early access game, this game is like 80% completed. But obviously, with the I guarantee you this game is going to reach $10,000. Like, I would not be surprised. And that's like its final stretch goal. And that's online multiplayer, which I know a lot of people would really like, myself included. I mean, he said he'll do it. And I know a lot of people bitch about, oh, local multiplayer only. Blah. So now's your chance to do it and not complain if it doesn't, because you had the chance to back it and make that happen. Alright, I'm going. So I don't know if you can eventually switch weapons. I imagine you can. Like, that would make a lot of sense to me. But I've yet to have that really happen to me. I almost always just roll the same weapon the whole time. But I haven't made it far. Like, we're only level 6 now. All the monies. And honestly, I don't see much of a reason to stick around this level if I don't have to. You know, I got the big money. Maybe I'll take out this dude. Nail gun him to death. Ooh, got a critical hit. I wonder if heavier bullets cause you to have more criticals. I don't know. Alright. What was the other... Have we only gotten the nail gun this whole time? What was the other gun I was using earlier? I don't even remember anymore. I'm really glad, by the way, that those buzzsaws, when they're falling down, that they don't hurt you. I always think that's really annoying in games. I mean, it makes sense, logically, but I don't care. Let's grab all this stuff. Oh, no. Whew. That's close. Oh, gosh. What am I doing? God, more fucking heavy bullets. Like, seriously, that's all I've gotten. And I guess it's working out for me, but I don't really care. I want some variety, man. I'm trying to show the game off. Oh, my bullets are getting a lot bigger, though, and they are shooting way faster. So I guess it's helpful. Fuck. Yeah, I jumped right in the buzzsaw like an idiot. But yeah, like, the 10,000 goal is new characters, skins, cosmetics, new characters, new guns, online leaderboards, and online multiplayer. That's insane. That is... Oh, sweet shovel. That is so much stuff. And like I said, the game's almost to $7,000, and it's got 17 days left. And I would be shocked if it didn't reach that. So, you know, ooh, new gun. Awesome. Harpoon rifle. I've actually never used this. Alright, it doesn't do that much damage, but now we can use the melee weapon. Can I... okay, you can't really shovel jump, because, like, the trajectory reminds me a lot of the shotgun in Spelunky, so I was thinking maybe, you know, you could shovel jump. You know, like in Spelunky, you can do... Oh my gosh. I mean, the harpoon gun's cool, I'm just not used to needing to be, you know, accurate. It's a cool weapon, though. I wonder if those harpoons stay stuck in the wall. Oh, I want that money. And yeah, you can kind of go through multiple enemies, which is actually really helpful. Nah, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, so this game is a little bit random with the stuff you pick up. It could be, like, you can end up in some runs where it's impossible to get much of anything or get, you know, too far. But it's mostly at that point based on skill. Like, if you're good at the game, you could probably make it pretty far no matter what you get. Oh, this would be a great weapon to have the laser pointer for. I can't remember what the name is for that item, but it would be really helpful. The music in this game is also very good. Like, I haven't really mentioned it at all, but, you know, I'm sure you can hear it. But the music's really enjoyable. I like it. It's some nice chiptunes. I personally never get tired of chiptune. I think it's great. Great music. Great music for a video game. And I mean, and that's what matches. Like, this is very much like an arcade-style game. Oh, sweet. There we go. It's just what I wanted. Apparently got experience for that. All right. I'm not going to complain about getting some extra experience. Whoa. Oh, gosh, spikes. I wish the sound effect for hitting spikes was a little more urgent. Okay. I'm wasting a lot of time just trying to shoot that. But yeah, seriously, like, I think it's amazing. Like, I really do love the fact that this game hasn't just been... Like, they totally could have just released this. Like, this is done. Like, this game really does seem finished to me. And it's just super exciting to see, like, a really cool new game come out on Kickstarter. Like, I feel like it's been a while since I've seen much on Kickstarter that I've been super into and been like, oh, I can't wait to play that. But then it almost changes my expectations for, like, the Kickstarter process and the fact that, like, you don't need to buy it. Like, you don't need to wait a year or two. Like, I hate to say it, but a lot of Kickstarters I never end up backing because I don't want to wait forever for it. I'd rather just wait till I mean, like, I don't want to pay for it and then wait for it. Pay and wait. I don't like that. And that's just me. Like, I understand, like, games take a while to make. But personally, like, I don't want to pay money for something I won't be able to get. And that's the thing, it's an investment. Like, there are games I'll totally do that for because it's like, well, if I don't, you know, it'll never happen. But when a game, like, games like Mighty Number 9, I would never back. And I'll be honest, the big reasons I'm going to back this game is because I really do want the stretch goals. And also I want, you know, a copy of this game right now that I can play as he's updating it. Because games like this I really do like playing early access because you kind of get to see all the stuff that gets added and how it's changed and all that good stuff. And it's a cool game. Like, games like this I usually get not tired of, but, like, really frustrated with. And I just never want to play them. You know, like, you get really, really into the meta and, like, getting high score and stuff. And then you get so far and you just can never get to that point again. and you're just kind of like, well, I don't feel like playing this for a really long time now, and that's fine. But you know, when you're playing it like early access, it's like, well, now when I go back to it, not only will I be more into the game than I was before, there will be new stuff for me to discover, and it's like, you know, rediscovering the game all over again. Like, I'm really glad that I played Binding of Isaac when it first came out, because when the Wrath of the Lamb update came out, my mind was blown by all the extra stuff. And my mind is being blown all the time by all the extra stuff being added to Rebirth. Seriously, and I wish there were more upgrades, but I don't know how many upgrades there are. I feel like I read that there were 20. But part of me doesn't feel like that's right, because it doesn't seem like there's that many. I've just been getting like the same 3 throughout this video. But maybe like some of the better ones start showing up later. Let's try to get this. Oh no. Perfect. Get down. Okay. I was worried that like the recoil of the shovel was going to push me into the nonsense. There we go. Rock monsters, no more. And I do dig that there's like a level up system, because that makes it so, you know, you're not going to just skip enemies. Because like that, then you would, like, there are benefits to fighting things, and also like having to pay for upgrades. You know, that adds value and urgency. Yeah, to collecting the. Can't think of what I was going to say now. Oh, it makes you, you know, you're like, well, I want to get upgrades, so I gotta spend money. And sometimes the upgrades show up without money, or at least that's how it seems. But not often. Yeah, like I said, I'd be curious to know if maybe there's upgrades that are set for certain areas in the game, and you're not really supposed to find them else. Oh no, I didn't notice this is a thicker slab of concrete. Alright, so we got more jumps. Alright, so I definitely can tell now that it was stacking. Hopefully they changed some of the artwork. Like, I almost wish there was nothing on your character when you get the flying ability, but I mean, I guess better though. So leaving a trail of fire, I think I did get that earlier and I didn't notice it. But it's pretty useful, you know, like enemies can it's like creep in Binding of Isaac, kind of. Yeah, this is the kind of game I could see myself sinking a lot of time into, and again, I hope that he adds some sort of daily challenge. Which I imagine he would if he ends up doing. Oh, cool. Okay, so that's how it works. So you unlock different items as you continue to go through the game, like Binding of Isaac. Oh god. So you know, you start with X amount of stuff unlocked. Oh god, the rock monster just totally wrecked me. Get wrecked, I guess. All right. Oh, cool. We got a new treasure, or we got a new trophy as well. All right, so I'll do one more run, and then I will end this. And like I said, this is just going to be a quick look. I highly recommend you check out the game on Kickstarter, though. Back it, get a copy of the game for yourself. One that you can. Oh, cool. And we got a new weapon, but I don't like this weapon, so this probably won't be the last run. Because I really hate playing with this weapon, the TNT sling. It's like a grenade launcher, but the problem is it can, you know, it can hurt you as well, but it does a lot of damage, so. The other problem I have with it, though, is it's really short range. But, you know, it just kind of takes planning. Gotta be careful. It'd be cool if there were, like, weapon upgrades also. Maybe there are. Like, I'm talking about all this stuff, but I haven't gotten that far in this, so there very well could be some of the things I've been talking about in the game already. And I'm just a big butt and haven't played enough, and I'm running my mouth. But yeah, even if you guys can't back the Kickstarter, which is fine, you know, the game isn't gonna die if you don't back it, because it's already plenty far along with its finances. Okay, so oh man. That was a dirty trick. There was health down there, but there was also spikes. But I do think Kinetic Fist and the TNT is a good combo, because Kinetic Fist is a little more reliable. It can be used in more of a pinch. And the problem with TNT is it, you know, takes a while to reload, and it blows up real quick, and it's kind of a wild card. So yeah, you unlock items as you play, and that's always cool. That adds more variety as you go through, and I don't know, I'm assuming there's plenty of logic in how things are unlocked, but I don't really know what that logic is. Oops, fuck. I didn't mean to stick around as long as I have been. But it's alright, because I leveled up. Hey, there we go. Regenerate health over time. That's actually super... Oh, wow, that's really quick. Holy shit. That's super helpful. Like, when I think of, like, regenerating health, I think of, like, Dark Souls regenerating health, or Souls games in general. You know, there's, like, those weapons, or those items and stuff that regain health over time, and it's just, like, you would never even notice it, how slow it is. But, you know, it's... In this game, it's super helpful. And it's a nice passive, like, you don't really have to pay much attention to what you're doing. I always prefer, like, passive regeneration over, like, vampirism, where it's like, oh, you absorb enemy health, and that's helpful, but that's not what I want. So we got the Trail of Fire, which is really helpful, especially when dealing with, like, these dumb enemies that I don't want to worry too much about. And they're not smart enough to avoid it, so I have no complaints about it. Oh, God. And the spikes again, man. They keep getting me. And that's the thing. Like, if I want to hang out, I could probably very easily just regenerate my health without really worrying about it too much. You know, avoiding enemies in this game is pretty easy. I'm just worried about all the TNT. And I do like, too, that, like, the spikes are kind of like the ghosts in Spelunky, where you can't just, you know, hang out forever. You have to eventually leave. But this game kind of has to create that because, you know, it would be weird if they didn't. You know, they have to create some urgency. What is that? Periodically knives. I really haven't noticed when I throw knives, but I'm sure I have been, and I'm sure it's really great. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, man. Oh man, that's so good at like, taking out the rocks. And this game just has a really great like vibe of destruction, and I really, really dig it. Get it? Dig it? Ah. It's a really great joke. I understand if you didn't, you know, catch it. This is a little highbrow, but the joke is that it's a game about digging, and I said I dig it. I think you understand. At least better now than you did before. I think the TNT... It's so hard to tell if the TNT... Oh my god! I didn't even notice the TNT over there. But I'm okay. You know what? And like, I hate to say it because I feel like everybody says it about any indie game, but I would love, love, love to see this on a Vita. Like, I really would. I could, God, spend so much time playing this on the Vita. Like, I mean, I play Super Crate Box a lot on the Vita, and this game is... I mean, and the thing is, Super Crate Box was meant to be, you know, a pretty simple mobile game, and it's, you know, it is, but, you know, that's not a bad thing at all. Oh my god, double regenerating health. Alright, oh no, all that money. Oh well. Now we got double, look how fast that health is going up. That's amazing. Ooh, missiles. Oh, shit. Okay, so now... Oh, no. I'm being bad. So now our melee attack shoots missiles, which is actually really good, considering how, you know, unreliable our normal attack is. And it's every time we click it, too, so it's almost just like we have a second attack. Alright, but I need to be more careful. And then we also got double jump, but that's not nearly as exciting. Oh my god, I pushed the wrong button. Wow. Oh well. I mean, that was an okay run. And we got quite the variety of power-ups there, and I mean, we can check and see what gun we get, and I'll just kind of close out here. But yeah, the game's on Kickstarter, the game is Greenlight, so if you can back it for $10, it's totally fine. You know, not everybody just has $10. I understand that. That's why I'm playing this version. Yep, nope, I'm not doing this run. I mean, I'll play it, but I'm not gonna continue talking over it. But if you don't have $10, you know, give it a thumbs up on Steam Greenlight. I'm sure it won't have much of a problem passing through Greenlight, but, you know, Greenlight is still pretty shitty, and it sucks that people have to deal with it, but help the game get through Greenlight, make sure it can be on Steam as soon as it's done. And, yeah, thanks for watching this video. Thanks again. Well, I guess he didn't really send me a copy. If you want to play this version of the beta, you can. There is this to download for free. You can get to the link on the Kickstarter, so if you want to try it before you buy it, or back it, or whatever you want to call it, you have that option, which I know a lot of people really like. And that is honestly probably why the Kickstarter has been so successful, is because people know exactly what they're backing. And I think that's really important. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Red Panda Gamer. Be sure to like the... Oh, no. Okay. Be sure to like the video, comment down below what you think about the game, if you're planning on backing it. Let's just, like, speedrun. Let's just dig down. They say you're not supposed to do this in Minecraft. I don't really care. This isn't Minecraft. This is this is Cavern Kings. But yeah, like, comment the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you have any games you want me to take a look at, please let me know in the comments below. I'm always up for suggestions. And let me know what you think of the game. And if you try it for yourself, let me know what your experience is like, how far you get, how much better you are than me. And we'll have that conversation down below. Get it down below, because I'm digging. Okay, so now we have some different material types. Oh, no. Hey, I still did it. Oh, God. Wait, you're locked in? Oh, no, I gotta find the key. Shit. Alright, so that's cool. I'm glad I got to show that there are locked rooms. That's interesting. Anyways, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time. So long. Farewell.